Someone just said something that made your blood boil. Your heart is racing, your mind is spinning with comebacks, and you're about to fire off a response that you'll probably regret. But what if I told you that in the next 8 minutes, you'll learn an ancient secret that makes it impossible for anyone to trigger you ever again? This isn't about suppressing your emotions or becoming emotionless. This is about wielding a power that the ancient Stoics discovered 2,000 years ago. A power that modern neuroscience is now proving to be absolutely correct. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that the same comment that ruins your entire day barely affects your friend? Or that your boss's criticism sends you spiraling, but your colleague just shrugs it off? Here's the thing. It's not about the words, it's about something much deeper. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what that something is. I'm Borhan, and I've spent the last 10 years studying ancient philosophy and its applications in modern life. The concept I'm about to share with you transformed how I handle conflict, criticism, and even my own inner dialogue. It's helped thousands of my viewers break free from the exhausting cycle of emotional reactivity. So if you're tired of giving other people control over your emotional state, if you want to respond rather than react, and if you're ready to develop unshakable inner peace, then this video is for you. Let me start with a story. In ancient Rome, there was a slave named Epictetus who was born with a physical disability and was often mistreated by his master. Despite facing circumstances that would break most people, Epictetus developed a philosophy that made him emotionally unbreakable. He discovered something profound. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. But here's where it gets really interesting. Epictetus realized that we're all slaves, not to masters, but to our own reactions. Think about it. When someone criticizes you, insults you, or disappoints you, who's really in control? Are you choosing your response, or is your response choosing you? The Stoics identified what they called the discipline of desire, the recognition that we cannot control external events, but we have absolute control over our internal responses. Now, modern neuroscience has proven that the Stoics were absolutely right. When someone triggers you, here's what's actually happening in your brain. First, your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, perceives a threat. It doesn't matter if it's a physical threat or just someone disagreeing with your opinion. Your amygdala can't tell the difference. Then stress hormones flood your system. Your prefrontal cortex, the rational thinking part of your brain, goes offline and you're literally operating from a place of survival instinct. But here's the game changer. There's a gap between the trigger and your response. The Stoics called this the space between stimulus and response. And in that space lies your freedom. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, put it perfectly. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. Okay, so how do you actually use this? Let me give you the 3-step Stoic technique that will make you untriggerable. Step 1, the pause. The moment you feel that familiar surge of anger, frustration, or hurt, pause. Take one deep breath. This isn't about counting to 10. It's about creating that space between stimulus and response. Step 2, the reframe. Ask yourself, what story am I telling myself about this situation? Because here's the truth. You're never upset about what happened. You're upset about what you think it means. If someone doesn't text you back, you might think they don't care about me. But what if they're just busy? What if their phone died? What if they're dealing with their own crisis? Step 3, the response choice. Now that you've paused and reframed, you can choose your response consciously rather than reactively. You can choose curiosity over anger, understanding over judgment, compassion over contempt. Let me show you this in action. Instead of thinking, my boss is attacking me, try my boss is under pressure and isn't communicating effectively. Same situation, completely different emotional response. Here's what I want you to do right now. Think of someone who regularly triggers you. Maybe it's a family member, a coworker, or even a stranger on social media. Now imagine having your next interaction with them from this new perspective. Instead of bracing for impact, you're curious about their behavior. Instead of taking it personally, you're observing it objectively. Try this for just 1 week, and I guarantee you'll be amazed at the results. If this video helps shift your perspective, Hit that like button and let me know in the comments. What's one trigger you're going to approach differently this week? And if you want more practical philosophy that actually works in real life, subscribe and ring that notification bell. I post new videos every frequency that will help you build unshakable inner strength. Remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength.